Hello guys and welcome to the final Inside the Paddock, episode 4 here from Ironman Raceway at the site of an amazing 78th edition of the Monster Energy FIM Motocross of Nations. And this is what it's all about. Check these guys out. How happy are you, Josh, your motor fans? Come on! You talk English?
I speak English.
Excellent.
no Japanese.
Does the samurai speak English?
You speak both.
Hello.
A lot. No, it's good. I can speak English.
How hot must you be? This is crazy.
It is super hot, but I'm trying to support our team, just like them being hot. So, hey, we want to sweat together. That's what I'm going to do.
How many selfies have you taken?
Oh my goodness, I don't know, like hundreds. But I really enjoy the support by many folks who are attending this event. And I think it is all about, trying to get all together and, trying to have fun. So, MX, one across the nation, and go Team Japan. Go USA! Fantastic,
Guys. Awesome stuff. Well, I feel like the apprentice and the master here. Thank you so much, Mr. Samurai. Here's the master. I'm the apprentice, Mr. Jason Wygant. You do this sort of thing all the time. How awesome has this weekend been? But first of all, we left things hanging last night, of course, with Ricky Carmichael talking about the whole shot contest last night. And it got serious, is what I heard.
Yeah, so shout out to Jeremy McGrath for putting this together, the King Whole Shot Challenge. And what we found out is starts are not age dependent. So you're talking Jeff Ward, who's the Grand Marshal of the event, is 60 plus. Ryan Villapoto is not even 40. And somewhere in between that, you had Chad Reed, Jeremy himself, Ivan Tedesco, Jeff Emig. And they're all about the same, doing starts. They could beat each other back and forth. Jeff Ward jumped in. He didn't even have gloves. He didn't have knee pads. I think he beat Stanton in one of the starts. Chad Reed took the win, and it was down to him and McGrath at the end. And when would you ever think we'd have a race where we said Chad Reed beat Jeremy McGrath, and they battled right to the end? You need a time machine for that. So it was cool, and the fans got to witness it. Great job, Jeremy McGrath, putting that together. It was his idea. How cool is that?
Yeah, fantastic, and I've seen some of the shots. Definitely check that online as well. We've got some Aussies here as well. Just one last thing there, Jason. You guys are level on points now, US and Australia, so how incredible is this? But as you said to me earlier, not quite level because the riders to come are important.
Yeah, the math, everyone should know at this point how Motocross of Nations works, right? The math can almost overcomplicate things. Kyle Webster did actually an awesome job considering down in the first turn in both motos. Justin Cooper didn't really put that many riders between him and Kyle Webster, and we know how good Hunter and Jet are. It's one moto. Anything can happen. It is motorsports, but you have to like the chances of having two Lawrences on the gate for that final moto. But the math says it's about even up. Yep.
Absolutely. Well, we've got to move on, but thanks so much for joining us, Jason Wygant, everyone. Absolute legend. Give it up to the Weege! Right, let's move on down. Okay, guys, we got... incredible work. Let's go through. We've got the massive Alpine Stars rig here. They're doing an amazing... Look out, we got Homer Simpson crashing it. Who's that under there?
Oh, it's Charlie. Charlie Seitz from Worth, Illinois.
Fantastic. Thanks for joining us, Homer. Don't. Right, okay, let's move on. Forza Italia, we got Italianos here. Fantastic stuff. Grazie, signor. Grazie mille. Ciao, ciao. Amazing stuff. So, yeah, this is the amazing big Alpine Stars rig. Lots of VIPs in there getting sorted. I'm not going to interrupt their job. They're getting pumped. Is that MC? Is that in there? Who is that in there? Okay, we're not going to carry on with that. Right, let's go through the KTM because, yeah, we've got some of the most amazing factory rigs here that we can see. So I saw, actually, the KTM Europe getting quite interested in this little setup they've got here. So they've got two technical trucks for KTM. Team Decali based out of one of them as well. And, yeah, further on down, you've got Andrea Adamo, etc. So, but this one here is the hospitality only, and it's actually seriously impressive. So they've got the photos of the riders out on the front. In behind that, is a mesh. This side is like the rider's prep area, so you've got the cycles, the static cycles, all that sort of business, and of course there's a food. There's a full professional kitchen in there, so that's apparently the only one on site, and yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Seats 16 people, air-conditioned, absolutely spot on. The technical trucks apparently are... You can't get away from it here, there's no doubt about that. But the technical trucks apparently are a good 2 meters narrower. So they're more narrow here in the States, but they are longer. So that's the key point there. So yeah, they've apparently don't sleep any people at all upstairs, whereas they do have separate sleeping quarters in the European version because, of course, they do have longer weekends. They actually stay with the truck much more. So that's the sort of technical specs of what's going on. We're just seeing here Lucas Coonen's bike getting set up there, and we've got a certain person that's waiting for me to talk, which is fantastic. Here we go, Ryan Dungey. Of course, you've had several nations victories yourself here, including in the USA, I believe. So, yeah, how special is this one for you?
It's always special. I mean, anytime they come to America is a big deal, and not if you get to race for your country, it's a huge opportunity, and it's a lot to take in. You want to do a good job, you want to perform, you want to be the champions at the end of the day, but a lot of pressure.
Absolutely, and of course, the sticky situation at the moment, USA and Australia obviously level, but the Lawrence is to come. So, yeah, from that side, how are you feeling that America's chances are going into this final one?
I think they got a great shot. Obviously, the Lawrence brothers, they're strong. It's racing, though anything can happen. We're not too far back at all. So if we can get good starts, that's going to be key. And just ride your race up front. I think these guys just got to focus on themselves and let the rest play out in the back. But your best is your best. That's all we can do.
Absolutely. And now I heard about this whole shot contest last night, but I didn't hear your name involved in this. So is this something you didn't really fancy, or could you not get the bike off of Lucas? How did it work?
Yeah, we didn't have any bikes at the moment, but a good buddy of mine and I guess McGrath put it together. And it sounded exciting and interesting. I just kind of last minute heard about it and wasn't able to get there. But I ran into Chad and Tedesco, and they all told me stories. I guess it was pretty fun.
Nice one. And your role at the moment? What's your role amongst KTM itself? What is your main sort of day-to-day job?
Yeah, so helping the race team, riders, doing some ambassador work for KTM and some rider rally stuff too. It's a little mix of everything, but a lot of it is the main focus on the race team side.
Fantastic. Thanks for joining us, Ryan. I appreciate your company there. So thanks for joining us on Inside the Paddock. Here we go. The guys are getting involved. The leprechauns are following us again. So we'll get moving on because we don't want any more swear words on the broadcast. Yeah, the guys are going in there. Sasha Coonan's obviously finished his weekend's work there from the 2 races. And yeah, great speed. But yeah, sadly, a few issues there going on. We're just going up to the top of the paddock here to catch a team close to my heart. So if you're from the UK, you're wondering why isn't he showing the Brits? Well, they're all the way up here in the main end of Roger de Costa Drive. You can see again the wash bays which we saw earlier. So yeah, here's Team GB getting set up as they can. We'll see if we can grab the hold of anybody. Conrad Muse just had a fantastic charge through the pack right from the back to get up to 24th. A good ride for him, but yeah, Team GB struggling at the moment to get further forward. So let's have a big cheer for Team GB. Good to see you. Who have we got? Is that Brad Anderson? Brad, can I speak to you? Come on, Brad. Come on, talk to you. Wipe the crisps off your mush. Let's give him a look. He's not having it? Is he having it? Come on, Brad. Well, we'll be complete. We've just had Ryan Dungey. We've got Chad Reed coming up. So come on, here he goes. Good stuff. Check out the guy in that suit there. That's great work. Brad Anderson, obviously former Nations rider for the UK. They're all Inside the Paddock with MXGP TV live. So yeah, please don't swear. But yeah, how are you rating the guys? They're getting stuck in, aren't they?
Yeah, obviously they come with the best team they could get at the time, and it's really tough out there. There's some good riders, obviously the best out of each 3. Out of each country, and we're trying our best. It's tough, it's hot, the track's gnarly, but it's kind of a track I would like to ride. But yeah, the riders here, like Conrad tried his best there and he slipped off, and then Dylan's bike broke there, so we're having a bit bad luck this year. So let's hope we can put it together in this last race and try and get as high as we can up in the points.
You're used to racing the Nations. I believe you raced the Nations in the US as well. Was it the Colorado version? Is that correct? I mean, how big a culture shock is it to come to here to race the Nations? Yeah,
well, it's always America's always nice to come and ride because we're not used to obviously riding these tracks, and it's a bit different than in Europe. They prepare them a bit different and stuff, but yeah, it was great. When I rode Colorado in Denver, it was fantastic, and as I say, I still like to come over abroad, and if I could ride more American tracks, it's great. And just as I say, the fans are real good and all, seeing them get behind everyone, and especially when America gets rather to the front or around there, you can definitely hear the American crowd get behind them, right?
Absolutely. Thanks for talking to us, Brad. Appreciate it. I'll let you get back to your chips and cokes. So all good. Thanks, guys. See you around. Good stuff. So, yeah, Team GB, they're getting stuck in. The riders just getting things sorted. We've actually got Ryan Thorpe there, the son of Dave Thorpe. So just a quick look there. Sorry, Ryan, we're going to drop you in as your father's famous. We'll go through the... We have got, the Honda Europe side of it. So this is the HRC riders for Team Spain. Ruben Fernandez, number 10, and obviously 19, Tim Geiser. They're getting things sorted out there, of course. Also, a guest for them, Bernardo Tiburcio from Brazil, one of the 2 South American teams that qualified there in the MX2 class. So they've had their weekend. He's had his weekend finished, and they're coming on through. So we'll just take a stroll down here. We'll step up the pace a little bit, Panos, if we can, so we get things moving. And, yeah, because I know we've got... Team Australia down here, obviously trying to warm up maybe cool down the champagne, put it on ice if you say, warm up the celebrations. Who are you guys after?
USA! USA!
Somebody told me I'd hear that all weekend, but actually surprisingly we haven't that much. So yeah, we've been told that we've got things sorted out here, so we'll be able to get someone through to talk to us very soon. But yeah, have a quick peer if you can into the Honda garage. They're keeping things cool and Australian. Thanks guys, appreciate that. And yeah, they've got a real nice setup there with the sort of inflatable kangaroos going on, all the kit. So yeah, it's pretty impressive there. So yeah, we're going to talk to Lars Lindstrom here, the Honda HRC manager. Lars, thanks for joining us on this one. So you guys have had a good day. It's been a very good day for Honda, 1 and 2 of course in that one as well with Hunter and Joe. So how are they feeling? Is it very similar setup to a national, for example?
Yeah, it is very similar except for the sound control levels that we had to work on, and then also with the fuel. A little bit different, but honestly not that much different. We're really happy with especially with our ETS fuel that we went from the FIM or AMA spec to FIM. We thought it'd be a bigger difference, but it really wasn't. Super happy with that, and then really happy with the boys. I knew they would be able to get the good starts that they're accustomed to getting, and so it's really cool to see that, and really cool to see Joe Shimoda on a 450 for the first time against the best in the world, with a P2 right there. Really, really proud of him.
Absolutely, and you've got a lot of bikes out here for other riders. I believe Joe's actually like on Jet Lawrence's spare bike, I've heard. You've got a lot of riders from different teams getting a lot of Honda support, so you've almost got an empty garage back at home, I guess. They're all here.
Yeah, pretty much. Even production bikes with Team Ireland and helping out Team GB and some of those other guys too, Brazil. So really exciting to have all these Honda guys here and trying to make it a global thing with Honda. But for Joe's bike, we just took the 250 engine out, put a 450 engine in. It's really as simple as that. It was pretty cool.
Fantastic. Thanks for the insight there, Lars. I appreciate your insight, and good luck in the final race there. So, yeah, we have got the final guest here on Inside the Paddock. We've got to complete the row of legends here somehow. Chad Reed, thanks for waiting for us there. Team Australia doing very well, of course. Is it a little bit bittersweet for you because Australia weren't quite in that challenging position when you were riding?
You would love the kids to be 20 years younger, wouldn't you? That'd make a pretty impressive team. It would be fun, but yeah, you can kind of wish, but unfortunately, some dreams don't come true. But man, the kids are... The boys, they're kids to me. Both Hunter and Jet are just riding so strong. Yesterday they dominated, and today they're kind of carrying that momentum. But we're saying that it's interesting. A lot of people are making mistakes. Hunter crashing twice. The U.S. guys crashing multiple times. So, as easy as it looks, and they make it look, it's maybe not as hard. Not as easy as it also looks.
Absolutely, and just from a personal point of view for yourself, what's your situation at the moment? I guess you're working with your son, Tate, is on the rise and on the up and up. Any other companies that you're working for? Any other roles that you've got going on?
I mean, there's always roles, you try to be the best ambassador for the sport. I love this sport so much, and now my kids are doing it. So we get to do it in every way possible. We get to travel the world still, and, mainly based here in America, but try to get back to Australia for the Supercross Series. This year we won't, but next year we will, and really we're just all hands on deck getting ready for 2028 when my son can go pro.
Awesome. We look forward to seeing that then, another V1 on. We're running out of time there, Chad, so I've got to say thank you very much. Pleasure to have you on board. So absolutely awesome. So here we go. This is it then, the end of Inside the Paddock here for the 78th edition of the Monster Energy FIM Motocross of Nations. An incredible paddock full of incredible fans and incredible riders. So it's been fantastic to bring this to you. My name is Ben Rumbold, and we'll see you next year at Ernée in France.